So without further ado, we are now joined by Swoop co-founders Michael, Geric, and Meng. Good morning, Michael and Meng.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Guys, thank you so much for being with us like this very early in the morning. And probably one thing, because I've been trying to get into the Swoop, and I found out that actually it's been, it's been here for like almost, I don't know, 20 years or 15 years. That we call it omprengan. We call it omprengan traditionally.
But you have definitely amped it up and made something really cool and new of it.
That is very traditional in terms of system, because people are just coming in towards the area where the vehicles are gathered and all, and you can just find all the destinations. But can you explain the system that you use for Swoop? How does it work, and what do you offer to the customer?
Yeah, thank you for having us. Yeah.
Hi.
So maybe Nick, I'll start with by giving the definition of what Swoop is about. So Swoop is actually a demand-responsive mobility startup empowered by social demand that matches underserved travel demand in emerging markets.
So in simpler words, so we are in between public transportation and e-taxi or ride-hailing services. So as you mentioned now, usually people traveling from long distance or even short distance using e-taxis or public transportation, but both of them they have their own pros and cons. So we're trying to combine the pros of each both of them. So we have our, as you mentioned, we have 12 to 19 seaters capacity vehicle. We pull people from different locations, from home to offices, from even malls. And we create this concept of virtual stops. So let's say we booking both of us today, so the virtual stop will be moved between both of us. If they change it only me tomorrow, the virtual stop will be even closer to me. And at the same time, it's a very convenient and comfortable as a taxi, and very affordable at the same time.
So
you're right. It's existing traditional model.
Yes.
But we're trying to make it just a little better.
no, I like that, because an existing traditional model is great, but you have less access to it, and with the application and the reservation base, you have better access to it.
And very random system back in the day.
Yes, that's right. And I wonder if Swoop has a permanent transit shuttle, because is there a certain pickup point, or or is it something like carpooling where they pick you up from different places based on your request? Or is it only available via request, or is it like a permanent shuttle by time service?
Yeah, so we don't have permanent stops. We have virtual stops because we believe that we want to bring the service to the people right to their doorsteps. So no permanent stops. We move our stops around based on where you are, where you want to be picked up, where you want to be dropped off.
Ah, nice.
Hang on. How long beforehand do you need to book a seat? Can I just book a seat right now for next 10 minutes or an hour, or does it have to be the day before?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
really cool.
Very convenient.
That's very convenient. I'll definitely check that out.
Well, this is certainly something different than the other transportation model existing nowadays. But aside of that, do you also offer, probably bigger transportation? Because currently you have medium transportation. Do you offer smaller or bigger, or just one size?
Okay, so we have mainly we focus on the medium capacity, but we have up to 30 seaters, up to 50 seaters sometimes. But why we focus on the medium capacity? Because the vehicle is almost not very small, but at the same time can contain bigger number of passengers and can navigate even to the narrow street of Jakarta. So we're trying to make it best culture adaptation there.
I might consider this, because I love to drive, don't get me wrong, but the traffic jam in Jakarta is a public enemy for everyone. So anything that, even carpooling is okay by me, and it comes to your doorstep to pick you up, right?
As long as you don't need to drive.
So what makes the system more competitive and cost efficient than actually just, an online car for one person?
Sorry?
what makes the system more cost efficient than actually just ordering, a car for oneself online?
Okay, what's the question?
Yeah, so for us, we are medium capacity, so we use the smaller vehicles that actually navigate the smaller streets, very super hyper local, and bring people from their doorsteps. So being able to be in a medium capacity allowed us to have affordable prices, and smaller vehicles we are able to provide convenience and the reliability.
And we like to play this second game, for example. So, for example, let me ask you, like from Bakassi to Cameron, how much do you think we offer?
I know exactly the answer.
Really?
150,000.
Oh,
150,000.
From Jakarta to Tangerang, if you're lucky, you'll get 99. If you're unlucky during traffic hours, like from here to home, it is 190,000.
Hi, Surya, ladies and gentlemen.
Because that's
Okay,
my commute
so-
every day.
so for us, like these super relevant with us, like Tangerang, we have already road there. We have a couple of routes, and it's for 19 or 20K.
Whoa! What?
Exactly.
Wow, I am considering
More
it
than
for
5
sure.
times less.
More than 5 times less. Oh wow.
Well, but okay, no, Michael and Meng, let's address the elephant in the room. Jakarta has deemed to be the first city, the first populated, and also the first rank in traffic jam in the world.
I don't actually believe that, but okay.
Well, probably, talking on a daily basis, I drive, so I would probably agree to that. But how is it going to be an obstacle for your business, Swoop, in this case?
That's a really good question. Yeah, like I agree with you. Jakarta, one of the most congested traffic city like in the whole world. But we have 2 points here. The first one, like we trying to optimize our routes through our algorithm. That's where the tech comes, and we trying to optimize the route as much as we can to take the best and most efficient route. Second thing, like it's just logic there. So let's take one of the roads, like let's say Konian or like one of the main roads in Jakarta, and imagine 18 cars lining there, and you're waiting in this traffic, and replace these 18 cars with one vehicle. So what do you think the situation if we just multiply that by 10 or 20?
Yeah,
And
you
that's what
already
we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, you already decrease 180 cars if you multiply that by 10.
Exactly.
By 10 medium-sized vehicles. It's actually really, really efficient. And also, I have one curiosity because I'm really, really interested in this. Really, do you guys have any service time hours, or is it 24 hours and book any time?
Yeah, so we run through the day, but we see coverage across the greater Jakarta. We run in the morning peak starting from 5:30 a.m. to the evening peak, and the services throughout the day.
But we're trying as much as we can to cover all over the time, like all over the day. But still, we are quite young. We're less than 6 months old.
Yeah.
But I think what we face or what we see, like we have expanded like really big growth, like in the last 6 months, over even what we expected. And that somehow tell us like we hitting the right spot.
You know what? I'm going to tell you because in the last 2 to 3 months, we've been experiencing a traffic that I can't remember was ever this bad, not even pre-pandemic. And I think a lot of people will appreciate the fact that they're even like a lot of people will appreciate the fact that they get to be swooped up at home and put back whatever they have to go.
Well, one of our
Especially for
colleagues here
commuters
in
like
C
me.
Today, one of the news anchors, is living in like further away from Depok. And on weekdays, she would probably spend like 2 hours driving from her home all the way to the studio. So
Oh, that's my time too.
that's your time too.
That's my time
Well,
too.
actually, listening to what you've been explaining, that means your target is the people who actually almost everyday driving. But is this the only target market that you are aiming for? The people with cars or people who used to drive every day? Are you also trying to get the other markets, like the people who don't really drive every single day?
Yeah. So for us, we see ourselves as like the entire transport system is huge, and yeah, there's a lot of demand going. We are definitely targeting private vehicles, people with who are driving today as a key market. Anybody who travels, working class, we have students, we have adults who needs to get to where they are. We see ourselves as part of the entire landscape, providing alternative options, in a very affordable, stable manner.
You know what's amazing
Yeah.
is I think it's very beneficial for people who have to commute so far away outside of the city and into the city every single day. It's very costly. I was just talking about this with my husband, the cost of gas, the cost of energy that I have to drive every single day,
I just
Monday
filled
to
up my
Friday.
gas full tank last night. It cost me like 600,000 only for my car.
And it's going to be gone within like, what, 1.5 weeks?
Oh, Jesus takes the wheel.
Well, thank you guys so much. But one last question. How has the growth been for Swoop? Because obviously the more people know about this, the more interest there is, because it is very, very efficient. And people are, looking for different alternative ways to be able to get to commute to work or to school. So talk to me about your market population at this moment. How many customers or clients are in numbers are we looking at currently for Swoop, and how has it grown since you started?
So I can tell you like how fast we grow in a very simple story when we started here. So when we came here, like we already wanted like to test, and we had one vehicle, and we started with 2 passengers. And within 1 week, like those passengers increased to 12 vehicles, and all the 2 passengers became like full capacity, like for all the vehicles. And we have been growing on the same rate almost like on weekly basis right now. And one of the keys here is just like the word of mouth. So we had this story that we're really proud of. We had one of the HR on one of the major banks here. She ride with us one time, and then she blasted the WhatsApp group for the company saying like, there's a nice way to commute every day. And she had her own car before. And then the Friday night, 7 p.m. before we leave the office, and we have almost 400 requests for Monday. And we have to complete all of them. Yeah, exactly.
That is amazing.
I can hear the sound of coins at the moment. Ka-ching, ching. But Meng and Michael, can you, the last one, can you walk us through on how we can use the service?
Yes, please. I'm listening.
Yeah, so you can see us on across different channels, over social media, website, with our own applications. Go and download the application that's called Swoop, and you can discover Swoop rides, timings, pickup stops, and all that in the application itself. So right now, today we are covering also Greater Jakarta and from Bekasi to Bogor, Cibinong, Cibubur, Tangerang, BSD, and so on and so forth, and even the central part of Jakarta. And something we're very proud of is the launch of a partnership with a very esteemed partner, MRT Jakarta, to bring feeder services. That's really to enhance the entire transport system, making a lot more. Yeah, and we're looking to expand further services to underserved areas too. So, in the app, tell us where you want to go, suggest the routes.
Nice. I love the sound of how you make it possibly integrated with other transportation modes here in Jakarta. All right, Michael and Meng, thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
And apparently, Kai wants to thank you in person for this.
Yes, thank you. Because I'm really good. I mean, look, it's a great opportunity. So guys, I wish you all the success, and really, really thank you so much for doing what you guys do for the people of Jakarta and the greater area.
Thank you so much, and
Thank
please
you.
do with us.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
of
we
course.
will.
Big
We
success
will.
to you, and probably I'm getting your numbers from our producers because we want to know more about this. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
guys.
Thank you here.